Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday night. It is time for the 2v2 showdown. I'm Digital Bacon. I'm going to be your host tonight. And tonight I am joined by the one and only, my beautiful assistant, the ever wonderful Cornish Pirate. How are you doing there, Corn?
I'm very good, but I couldn't find that tutu that you wanted me to wear. So I'm just your normal assistant today.
So you're not going to be doing any ballet or anything tonight? That's a bit... Well. Right, close stream down. It's all over, unfortunately. Actually, no, we can't close stream down, Corn, because we've already got a prize pool ready for us to get on into. Can you believe it, guys? $100 already donated tonight. This is absolutely crazy. But Corn, everyone can still donate. This prize pool can keep growing. So guys there in chat, if you think these players are really, really worth it, do the exclamation mark Matcherino. You can add on to it because, you know, what's better than $100? 120, 130, 140, 150, $10 million, Corn. 10 million. That's the goal for today. $10 million. Because these lads, they're going to be working off their little Rocket League butts to do it. All these octanes are going to go through so many sets of tires because we're expecting a good tournament, especially when we have got 32 teams signed up. And these teams aren't even slouches. I was looking through right on up into about the 20th seed. You have got champs galore, you know, really top level stuff. And well, in this first game, we're going to have XE going up against Salty AF. And these lads, again, Salty AF, I do believe, are something like the 19th seed, yet they are high into the champs. So it's not even going to be an easy game here for XE, who are the 4th seed, Corn.
I mean, when you get through this tournament, I mean, the first round you sometimes get those lower level players, but I mean, the second round is where it really starts. Third round, it's just you have to really fight to win because there are no easy matches from that point onwards.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Now let's have a little look at these two teams, XE or XXEE. I don't know how they want to do it, but they're called that because they are the combination of Ixo and Xander. Can you see how they did that? They shipped themselves together, Corn. Quite clever. Mm-hmm. Well, these two little lovebirds have to go up against Salty AF. That is Jake and Wizard. And the only reason I can think that they're Salty AF is that they are put into this upper bracket. They've got to go up against the 4th seed in the second round. And then after that, they've got to go up against the 1st seed later. We'll talk about them because I don't want to spoil anything. We've got this match to go on into. These lads have been waiting for about 3 minutes as we did our build-up. So let's let them onto the pitch. Ben, sitting there quietly in the background. You may do your moderation thing. Yep, he has sent them on in and we're ready to go. Guys, if you like what you see tonight, make sure to hit that follow button. If you're extra generous, there's also the subscribe button. We have a Patreon, all those lovely things, especially a Twitter. But without further ado, we are underway, Corn. Salty AF going up against XE.
Yes, you're Baker. I like just looking at steps, a sidestep wizard. I think he lives in the server room. He has 4 ping.
Okay, that might be the little advantage that Salty AF need, as they're on the attack at the moment. Clustered together, however. Xander Gets over. Nice pass to Exo. Unfortunately, can't get through. And back to Xander. Great follow-up from him, and he gets the first goal for XE.
Oh, I'd say Bluesy, when he got that save off, I was thinking, oh, what a save, great position. But it just went straight down to Xander saying, thank you very, very much, and puts it straight into the back of the net.
Well, there you have it, the first goal of the evening. And Blues is looking to put that back for his teammate, give a bit of time. Xander cuts that on out. Oh, this could be dangerous. Ixo misses the goal, keeping it too high and not far across enough. Xander again trying to set up for his teammate in the middle, getting that pass off, and well done by Sidestep Wizard to cut it on out. Xander again, unrelenting pressure here. The drop down, Xander's going to be able to put it away and gets the second goal for XE.
Did Ixo save that one? Yeah, he did. He saved his teammate's own shot. I mean, it was a great passing play. We'll just put it down as that.
Great passing play, failed steal maybe, or failed secure, however you want to put it. But at the moment, XE are up 2 goals, and they are not looking like they'll stop anytime soon. As with a great midfield defense from Ixo, Xander passes it out, was looking for Ixo, he found him, and Xander just unfortunately not being able to put it away. These two lads are linking up fantastically, Korn, and they're putting shots on left, right, and centre.
That, oh my god, that original pass needed to be put in the net. That would have been an astounding goal. But Ixo, he does it anyway. He just goes all the way around, puts it in the net, 3-0 up to XXEE, and I just can't see Salty AF stopping them.
Blues going up against Xander. Xander coming off with a very good kickoff. Wizard going to have to take this to the corner. Find a bit of time. Blues just lingering about in that middle, looking for a pass. But no, Sidestep Wizard wants to go the whole way and extends it a little bit too far, giving it to Xander. And Xander out to Ixo. Ixo buying time, putting it to the side. Oh, he's got an aerial dribble and a great bump there by Blues to remove him, releasing a bit of pressure. Ixo again has the ball, clears away, and the ball's just going to linger up in the air. Sidestep Wizard not being able to get a connection.
Yeah, this has been a very quiet minute for XXE, all because Salty AF have been slowly putting on that pressure, and XXE just haven't had a chance to attack. So Salty AF need to start doing that a lot more, just closing down their opponents, stopping them at the source.
Yep. Xander puts out to the middle. Oh, that is over Blues. He needs to knock this to the side. He does. But Xander is right there. Can't reach the goal, however. And Sidestep Wizard with the long shot is going to get the counter goal. That is now 3-1 in favour of XXE.
That was a very nice goal there by Sidestep Wizard. He found that shot perfectly. It was straight down the middle. Under a bit of pressure from the XXE players' defence as well. Who were just caught a bit out of position, a bit out of rotation maybe. As they were way too aggressive in that last attack.
Yeah, just seen in chat. Yes, Ixo was indeed on the qualifiers for the League of Rockets, the 12 Titans. He is a top 100 1v1 player, but how is he going to transfer that over to 2's Corn? How does 1's really apply to the 2v2 game mode?
Well, it gives you all of that skill where you can do these outstanding solo plays, you can take it past people, you can dribble, but you don't always have those team build-up plays. That goes right across the face of the goal. Wow. This is like, I want to say Ixo, he's going to have all that ability. It's just whether he can work as a team.
Xander is no slouch himself, so these two are really going to be on that hot contention. They're definitely one of the teams that are going to be contesting for the finals. And at the moment, they've got to really prove it, because sitting at 3-1, if they think they can take down the top seeds, they've got to really prove it forward. And that, it just looks like they're using this as a bit of time to warm up. They're trying to get those passing plays together and really shut on out their opponents in a convincing style.
They've gone cold, they've gone quiet. It's all about the Salty AF as they get a second goal there. If Salty AF had played like this since the start, they would probably be 2-0 up.
Yeah, they just need to find that convincing style, like I said, because at the moment they've stopped using passing plays. They're really double committing into everything. They're getting really close. No, use the space of the pitch. In 2v2s, you have so much space to work with. Oh, Sidestep Wizard gets it away, but does get demoed for his attempts. Ixo pops up in the air. Sidestep Wizard gets up onto it, uses it to the wall. Ixo replies, puts it into the corner, wants to follow through, can't find it. Blues knocks down to the center. Xander, knife loss lofty here, and is able to put it back into the goal, keeping that lead ever so further apart.
That was not great defending by the Salty AF. They both went for a double commit, one of them pulled back, but they ended up both on the front post, and that gave Xander all the space to work for just to get that goal.
Off to the side, Xander, nice hit. That is going to go all the way. That was a lovely fast kickoff.
I don't understand why Blues he commits to that. He's always going to be second to it, and Wizards out of the game. That was just silly defense.
A little bit of silly defense. Maybe they should be called Silly AF instead of Salty, because at the moment it's looking like Ixo and Xander have just found a way to get past them. They're making all the right kickoffs here to be able to get that lead now to 4 goals, separating them 6-2 in favor of XXEE.
Yeah, XXE just punished Salty AF for all their aggression on the kickoffs. And that was, again, just too aggressive kickoff from Salty AF, which, to be fair, they do need to do. They are 4 goals down now, but just better.
Yeah, at the moment, even with that all-out aggression, I don't see Salty AF coming into it. 4 goals is a little bit too much. Here, what they should do, Korn, is just hunker down. Make sure that the defense is solid and that they find a way to beat out their opponent, because this is a best of 3. It's not over yet for them. It's not a 1-goal game. They've just got to find a way to beat this XXE side and then take it on through into the next game and try and hammer them in the reverse sweep.
I mean, that's the sort of 2nd minute to 3rd minute. Salty AF were the better team by a mile, especially on defense. And they were the only team scoring. They just disappeared again. This has been, no team has played, these 2 teams have not played well at the same time. It's very strange.
Very strange indeed. Stuff like that pass there, trying to get it off to the side, but no, Sidestep Wizard just handed it on over to Ixo. They've got to clean that up as XXE take this first game. And with a 6-2 scoreline, that was quite convincing. Like Korn said, they've just got to somehow play to that level they did in the middle period of the game. Bring that on out, where they're just very clinical in that defense, making sure to knock out all attacks in the midfield and then get that ball down into the opponent's end. Because as soon as it comes down into their last corner, it is devastating for them, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying here, it's like that scoreline, I feel like it doesn't really represent the game, because Salty AF had a huge part of the game where they were dominating, they were the only team scoring. They only picked up 2 goals. Then XXE, they had a runaway at the start where they just punished every mistake, and then they did it again at the end where they just punished every mistake.
Well, game 2 here of round 2. This is still a best of 3, and they're going to continue being best of 3s right on up to the final tonight, ladies and gentlemen, where it will change up to being a best of 5. Ixo now on the attack. He's got the air dribble going, takes it to the side. But now seeing that you don't know me, I swear. Oh, wow. Sidestep Wizard. Oh, lovely little banter from him as he changes to the breakout as well. Maybe thinking that the difference in hitbox will help him. Blues on the attack, puts it away. And Salty AF get the first goal in this game.
That was just a bit of overcommitting by XXE again. But Blues, very nice finish. And you don't know me, I swear. Just he got that attack off into the right place.
Yep, Sidestep Wizard. Putting out a little bit of banter there. That's what community tournaments like Rewind Gaming are all about, just having fun. And well, the $100 is just the icing on the cake. But the little sprinkles would have been that goal there from Salty AF. However, they couldn't find them. They couldn't find the little tube of toppings. And Xander, he's just reached into the back of the cupboard and got them.
Very, very nice pass there by Ixo right onto that back post with Xander there waiting, just able to tuck it in. And that is XXE really back into this game as well.
Blues going up against Ixo, but Ixo, he tries to fake one out. Xander was there. Xander is doing the half rotating, gets demoed. Blues been able to get all the speed. It's looking like Wizards going to go for the attack, wants to land on it and knock it away. Didn't quite reach it as Ixo disturbed it. Ball dropping on down. Eco going for a dribble. Gets it past Wizard. Moving into the centre. Lovely connection with Xander, but Xander, unfortunately, not getting it into the back of the net.
I think XXEE, they are the better team here we're seeing at the moment. I don't think they're good enough to win this tournament the way they're playing. There are too many mistakes like that again. Salty AF, they get that goal lead back, baby.
Got that lead back indeed, Corners. Blues gets a lovely 50-50 block there, knocking it all the way to the goal. And I was talking about it earlier. What was Xander doing? They're just coming up so close. They're not necessarily double committing onto the ball, but they're double committing and spacing. If you know anything about the theory of Rocket League, you've got to be a decent amount of space away so that you can get back in defense quick enough, and then also be an option there for attack. And Ixo and Xander, they're not respecting their opponents here. They're really clustering them up together and just not doing things effectively.
Yeah, I wouldn't say XXE, they feel like two players with great individual ability, just not great teamwork. That they can still pull off some great shots, some great passes.
Oh, great shot there. It turned into a pass. Xander there off the backboard into the passing. Ixo gets the goal, tying up the game. This is more like the XXE side we want to see.
That was just unrelenting pressure. XXE, they keep getting the shots off. First shot, second shot, third shot. And every time you get that extra shot off, the defense becomes a lot weaker. Players get out of position and they get the third shot. It's where there's nobody left in goal and you can just poke it in for free.
Interesting mix-up on the kickoff from Ixo. A lovely flick. Boy, howdy, Ixo. How do you just come up with that? Thinking outside the box, getting it past the two defenders, but double committed into that defense.
Sidekick, Wizard, I don't think he should have turned. Bluesy was coming up. He should have maybe told his teammates that he was coming up. Bit of miscommunication. Both ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ixo, he just made them look silly.
Silly AF coming out with it once again. And the Wizard's just been demoed. Ixo using that, knocking it to Xander. But Xander weren't needed because Ixo got the shot on target.
XXE, they have this some sort of ability just to run away with games. They don't get one goal every now and again. They get about 10 goals every 2 seconds.
Yeah, they just have that sort of like back-to-backness to them. Yeah. They'll attack in bursts, and then they have that little break moment where they've got to regain their stamina, and then they attack again in a big old burst. But the ball's up in the air. This is looking like it could be an attempt for Blues to knock it away. It was Blues bringing Salty F back into the game, now just trailing by 1 goal.
I'm not sure what Ixo was doing there. I think he just assumed his teammate had the ball where he was clearly out of control of it. Ixo just went all the way up the field, tried to get boost, didn't even get the boost, and then came back to watch the ball go in the net.
Yeah, it's all about communication. Like, Korn, you'll know it just from playing with me. I'll suddenly start going, I don't have this. You've got to communicate to your teammate that if you're losing control of the ball, you've got to tell your teammate as soon as you get that feeling, because they've got to be able to cover your butt. And there, Xander wonderfully positioned to go cover Ixo there.
That was a big miss from Sidekick Wizard. We just didn't quite get it shot because off the Ixo able to cover in the middle. I mean, Salty AF still very in this game, but they're just playing at the wrong end of the pitch at the moment.
Blues following up on Ixo. Ixo is getting all this boost to make sure that he starves Blues out, and he's just lingered upfield. But Wizard, nice attempt to get on goal, but it just did not have any power as he hit it with the underside of his car. Ixo clears it on out straight to Blues and knocks it back straight into Xander, who can't contest it as he was just in a poor position up on that wall. However, Ixo is there to secure him.
He's just showing off his 1v1 skills. They're just going right round the play. He's going for something spectacular here. He gets it, Bacon.
Talk about something spectacular, Korn. Ixo going right up in the air, lingering for as long as he can, boosts on into it with a little flip to get that power behind it and puts it underneath his opponent.
Where's the spam of nice shot? I want to see more of that.
There was just one nice shot. That was it, Korn. Just one. A solo one shot.
I want to say that needed the spam of nice shot. That was a nice shot.
Oh, good pass there from Ixo over to Xander, removing the defender, and there. Oh, that is just how you do twos textbook style, Corn.
Just the simple, like, I pass to you, you pass to me, I pass to you. Lovely 1-2. And I class that as a dip potato chip goal, Bacon.
I'd say that's the Chuckle Brothers action there, Corn. They're just
To me, to you.
To me, to you. Exactly. And Ixo back to Xander. To you, Ixo. Puts it towards that back post, giving Xander enough time to move forward. Xander is up in the air. Just a little bit too late to it. However, the knockdown straight to Ixo, the 50-50. And Xander now taking that boost. And she's going to buy a bit of time as Ixo comes back into that middle. Xander wanting to pass on out. Ixo running deep and lined up on the plate for Ixo, knock it into Xander and into the goal.
You know, in American football, you've got that guy who just holds the ball while the kicker comes in and kicks it. That was Xander there. You're just putting the ball in the right spot for the kicker. Ixo just come in and smash it.
I love that terminology, yeah. It's like, what's it, quarterback or something? I don't know American football at all, buddy. I think quarterback's the one that kicks it.
No, they have a specific kicker. The quarterback's the one that throws it.
Oh, is it? Okay. Right, you can tell I'm British and definitely not American. I have no care for American football. But without further ado, back to the game. And Salty AF, they've got to be out of it, Corn here. 10 seconds remaining, 4 goals down. They put on a good performance, but it was only in short bursts. Their good performances lasted for about 30 seconds.
Wow.
And that was a poor attempt at a save there from Wizard.
That one went into orbit and then came back down. But Wizard, he was typing the GGs in chat already. He'd given up. And, I mean, that was just a goal.
Well, this is a good learning step for Wizard and his teammate. Oh, Jake, going by Blues, sorry, in this one. They're going up against the 4 seed. These are high-level guys. Like we said, Ixo is in the top 100 1v1 players. Use this as a learning step. Come back next week. Improve from the mistakes you've made. You know, go back through that VOD. Maybe listen to what we said, not just the replay files that I'm sure they would have saved. And then just pick up on those mistakes, improve themselves, and then go up. Because I always say it, Corn, by playing in tournaments just like this, you improve yourself so much, don't you?
It's one of those things where you can improve yourself in ranked, you can improve yourself in pubs a bit, but at tournaments, that is where you get the proper practice. That's where you get the competitive practice.
Well, we're unfortunately done with round 2. We're going to be moving on up. We're going into round 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. We're currently just waiting on that match to be created. We're going to see UNQ, which is my picks to win it tonight, and they're going up against the London Esports. That is going to be a fantastic game. We'll have a bit more about that after this break. But in the break, guys, make sure to smash that follow button. Head on over to Twitter. You can find that in chat. !Twitter. If you think these lads are worth more than $100 to win tonight, make sure to head on over to Match Arena and donate there. But from myself and Corn, we shall see you after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the quarterfinals of tonight's Rewind Gaming 2v2 Showdown. It's week 10, and we are ready to rumble. I'm Digital Bacon, and once again joined by a Cornish pirate. Corn, we have got two great teams coming up, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do, but they've got very, very similar names. We have UNC, or UNQ as we're going to be calling them, and Unqualified, who are probably qualified.
Yeah, well, they've got to be qualified to make it this far on through. There was a little bit of an error with Smash, so originally we saw that it was going to be London Esports, but no, Unqualified, after having a look, were the ones to get on through. We're sorry about that little mismatch up before, but however, let's get on to this. For UNQ, we have got Zedo and Gary Gorlap, or Harry Gorlap, I think it's meant to be. I don't speak. I think it's Hungarian. Well, I think. Anyway, those two are on UNQ, but on Unqualified, as always, we have got Paradinu and Daswa. These two lads are both veterans. However, well, I'm saying all these lads, they're veterans of Rewind Gaming Corn. However, Unqualified have played together under the same team name for a good while now. UNQ, they do know of each other. We've seen Zedo team up with Harry Horlap before. However, it's been a bit of time since they last played together.
Yes, it has. And I mean, Zedo, he's one of the old guys at Rewind Gaming now. He's been around for ages. We've seen him play with Zapfire before, and that was one of the favourite teams to watch because they had the double Zs.
Well, the players have already joined on in. I can see Harry Horlap is just sitting there waiting for the others to join. Just let them on through. Some people are just so impatient. God, making life just so much harder for us casters. Oh, first of all,
Bacon. He's hungry for the win.
Well, I don't blame him. He's got to be hungry for a win. They want to rush on through to the finals to get a chance to win that $100, ladies and gents, at home, and we are underway. Daswa on the ball. He's got the UQ in front of his name. That's only going to make things a little bit more complicated for me and Corn, but we shall just fight our way through this storm. And we're seeing a bit of ping pong, aren't we, Corn, out of the gates?
Yeah, sort of. Neither team wants to have possession in their own box, but they don't mind the other team having possession in their box. There's just waiting for somebody to decide, okay, I'm just going to dribble this.
Ball's in the corner. Daswa, that's a good hit into the centre, but Paradinu cannot get any power onto him. Gary putting it down. Zedo choosing to go with Mantis, which is currently a little bit out of favour, but he can make it work. I'm not going to ask any questions at all. Nice bait in there from Harry. Puts it to the wall. Wants to get us over to the middle for Zedo in the middle, but Zedo seeing that backs off a little bit. Does circles in the middle. Doesn't hurt him, however. He gets it to the wall.
Has Harry Gorlap changed his name to Jerry Gorlap?
Well, it is Hungarian, but we're very English, so it does look like Jerry Gorlap here to us. I feel like I want to say Jerry Gorlap just to annoy him, Corn.
I prefer the name Jerry to Harry.
Yeah, well, Daswa gets a good save. Gonna follow up on this, gets it past Zedo. It's off to the backboard. Can Paradinu get on through? Yes, he can. Paradinu gets the first goal of the game.
Very aggressive tack there as well. You see Jerry Gorlap just down the side getting up, but he's just too slow to get back from the double attack from Paradinu and Daswa.
And apparently it is Dutch Corn. Harry or Jerry Gorlap, whatever, it's Dutch. Oh, just give us time to talk, kids. That's why. Don't go and get that second goal.
Daswa, he just goes out. Oh, it doesn't need to get boost. Jerry's just overcommitted, and Daswa puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, we're gonna keep calling him Jerry purely to annoy everyone because we love doing that. And Jerry, he stopped. What? I don't know why Jerry Gorlap is stopped, but Daswa is not going to take any mercy. Paradinu knocking it on down to the side. Jerry Gorlap is back.
I just heard they needed to fill his octane up with a jerry can.
Get some more petrol into that car. Daswa is just losing a bit of control, but he's not being challenged for it effectively. Zedo onto it, moves it downfield. Harry puts it into the corner, bouncing around, trying to find Zedo, but no. Daswa cuts out, and Paradino is on the ball. Harry getting onto it first, looking for a dribble. Ooh, Daswa with good block there.
Very nice defense, but Daswa, he just covered all the angles and forced Jerry just to overrun and spike him. Daswa, the easy pickup save.
Ball moving downfield. Paradino getting a 50-50 against Harry Gorlap. Moving it around. Daswa knocks it to the backboard. Zedo, good clearance from him, but Paradino will be able to handle it. Moving it to the corner, following it on around. Harry with a nice block and follows on through into the crossbar. It's on down, but not into the net. Zedo not being able to get around as well, and Gary is on the retreat. He wants to take the ball with him and has to hand it on over as he loses control. Off to the backboard by Paradino, but Gary will get onto it.
Oh, he's getting a nice dribble there as well. I was surprised he didn't score that, and also surprised that he took the ball back to the halfway line. He could have kept the pressure going potentially, even though both players were on the wrong side of that attack.
Daswa moves it into the middle for Paradino. Gets the long shot off. It is going wide. Daswa needs to finish it off, but can't. Zedo cuts it out early. Knocking it on down, trying to pick up control now. He's got Jerry in the middle. Pass it on over. Paradino, nice block, but Zedo will pick it up once again. It's in a tricky position. He's able to get it past Paradino. Paradino doing whatever he can, but no. Daswa is going to pick this on up now. Knocks it away and then has to retreat.
Unqualified, still with that 2-goal lead from those early 2 goals. It just, nobody looks like scoring at the moment. It's not been a particularly aggressive game, especially from Unqualified recently. They've almost had to absorb everything that UNQ has put in them, which hasn't been a huge amount.
Daswa clears it off to the side. Gets a good block. Paradino on that front post. It's a tricky position, but he sees it on through, gets it out to Zedo, puts it to the wall. And Paradino, nice pass up for Daswa. Wants to keep this moving downfield, but hands it on over to his opponent. Jerry moving through. He's got the dribble. He's got a flick, but it didn't go anywhere of value. It just went straight into the defender.
Ooh, they got a great chance here. They got an empty goal to aim at. They get it there fast enough. Yes, they can. That was a very important demo by Zedo.
It was important indeed, making sure that the defender was out. Daswa was out downfield after the attempt, thinking he'd be able to get out, but no. Gary Gorlap punished them, being able to get away, and now there is only 1 goal separating these 2 sides.
I feel it's just all about can Unqualified survive for the next 20 seconds to get this win, because they haven't had a good chance for about the last 2 minutes.
Daswa getting beaten by Zedo. Zedo just going to let Paradino take the hit. Paradino is clever with it, keeping it under his control. So we come down to the last few seconds. It's going to be what matters, making sure that the ball does not go into the Unqualified net, and UNQ have just lost out on the first game of this best of 3. You can see it, Daswa is just jumping in joy.
I quite liked that play from Unqualified towards the end. And so they got those 2 goals quite early on, and they just decided, okay, we don't need to push, we don't need to make mistakes. We're just going to absorb everything UNQ put it as, and UNQ just couldn't get through their defense.
No, they couldn't. Sorry, just replying to a mod there. No, they just struggled there, and the thing was, they weren't really putting up a great attack as well. Whenever they were coming on to attack and defense, they just hit straight at them. They've got to be a bit more tricksy, find the corners of the net, and then as well find each other, get those passing plays going.
Yeah, I'd just say with UNQ's attack towards the end, there was nothing special about it. It was just they were trying to go through the motions, and Unqualified were just going, okay, that's all you're going to do. I'll just make every save needed, which wasn't a huge amount, and they just looked very easy in defense.
Yeah. Well, this is quite a tough matchup here, as UNQ are the 2nd seed coming on into this, and Unqualified a 10th corn. We could see a bit of a shake-up here if Unqualified can get this 2nd or even the 3rd game really throwing this seeding off, and that just proves how stacked tonight is. Just Unqualified have won here on the 2v2 and the 3v3 a couple of times before, So they're no slouches. They're going to really put up a fight against Zedo and Gary Gorlap. And at the moment, it looks like they are the strongest side.
Can I just say as well, Paradino is just driving like a gold-plated car by the looks of it. He's all pimped out and he needs it for that goal.
I do like the colour and I do like that goal. Just send it a nice lofty hit downfield. No one back in defence. That safety net of a third player, because this is 2v2s, was not there, and Paradino gets the goal.
I mean, UNQ, their attack is like parachuting without a parachute.
I like that term. It's just free falling. Send it massively towards the goal, a powerful hit, and then just hope for the best. But most of the time, you're going to have a defender back there. You can't just do that. It's not going to work out every single time. And here, Daswell's just been given a free opportunity at it. His poor defense was coming out from Jerry Gorlap.
UNQ, parachute without a parachute, most of the time, it's going to go horrendously wrong. But occasionally, they will land in a bush or something and be okay. But it's still going to look messy.
I'm pretty sure if you do land in a bush after jumping out of a plane, it is going to still be messy, Corn. It's not going to be able to stop you enough. And that is why here, it's looking like Unqualified are going to take it. There's no real competition. UNQ are just struggling to get anything to work. And Jerry there keeping it close to himself. We needed to make that pass out. Daswell was coming on in super fast to block him. And then Gary there, he had an opportunity to knock it downfield past the defenders, but no, he chooses the wall, and it was a poor decision.
Oh dear, oh dear. UNQ, they just need to get attacking and look like they can also defend.
Daswell knocks it up high in the air. He wants to follow on through to this. Not getting contested. He's got a bit of time, but Jerry Gimp comes through finally. Jerry now looking for another touch. It is a good one. There we go. UNQ is finally onto the score sheet. 1 minute 30 in, and it's now 2-1 to Unqualified.
It's almost like the last game again. Unqualified, they got those 2 early goals. UNQ, they start the fight back. This time they've done it a little bit earlier.
That's why Jerry Gorlap going up into it. Paradino, wonderful little follow through. Gets the second hit, but Zedo drops onto it. Nice defense from him there to be able to read where the ball was coming from. Daswa making the save as well, moving it to the corner. I'm liking that demo as well from Jerry Gorlap, removing the defender. Zedo, again, he had Jerry in the middle. An opportunity for a 1-2 passing play, but no, not using it. These lads, they're doing solo attacks and double committing in the defense. It's hurting them here, Cole.
So much. I feel I said in the last game it was 2 individuals playing as a team. This team even more so, as that one goes all the way.
Okay, Paradino has just strapped a cannon to his Octane, knocks it the whole length of the field. When it reaches the net, it's not slowed down. It's still 114 kph. That was an absolute boomer.
I mean, that wasn't like dead center in the goal as well. It was right in the top corner.
Zedo might be able to knock it down. He does. That boomer from Paradino did not matter, essentially. We're back to a 1-goal differential.
And we're almost halfway through the game as well. So UNQ, they finally got their kicking boots on. They're finally fighting. But Unqualified, they just need to get back to that solid defense.
Off the wall and into the centre. Zedo now picking it on up. Gets it past Daswa. Bringing it into the corner. It's the good pass back, but no. Harry Horlap did not go onto it. Paradino getting a good follow through, and Zedo with the block. The demo from Zedo onto Paradino might actually hurt them, as Paradino is now back in net. He's there in defence, wanting the boost, but unfortunately it didn't spawn from it. Is now there. And Daswa is just really unsure what his teammate's going to do. Paradino is on essentially next to no boost. He's able to get it on out, and Harry coming through knocks it downwards into the opponent's end. It just was not on target. It's just looking sloppy here. Zedo again cannot get anything of this. These lads are clutching at straws now from both sides. Paradino is finally able to get it on out.
It's just UNQ's attack. I mean, they've got 2 great players. They just can't seem to find the goal. It is there, It's literally they just can't find it.
Oh, Harry puts it on up high. He's able to clear on out, getting it to the wall. Nice block there from Paradino, but Zedo can get on the end of it. It's a really long boost. Try to flick into it, but a good read by Daswell to get in the way and get that block going. Midfield defense could be the key to unqualified here tonight. So they're looking quite strong on it, and their backline defense is just a bit of a scramble. But Daswell, you cheeky little monkey.
That's why he went shopping and he found something very special in the sails of that one. Look at that, he gets it in the air and it just lands so perfectly on him just to change direction, take it around the keeper and put it straight down the middle of the goal.
All going off up to Paradino. It looks like he just wants to pelt it at net. Unfortunately can't get it there. The little bump here is nice. Leaving that there. Oh, Daswa nearly getting it on away, but no. Harry Horlap is just being able to get on out. 2 goals separating these two teams. It's looking like Zedo wants to knock it down to his teammate, but no, Paradino denies it, knocks it up high in the air. Daswa might be able to get onto the end of this, but no, Zedo stomping it out. Harry Horlap coming through. Zedo, nice powerful hit. Daswa is able to deal with it. Can't get the follow-up. Save though. Zedo closes down this gap.
Oh, poor Daswell. He just needed a little bit more power, or maybe to take it off to the other side, but that would have been even more unorthodox. I feel like Daswell, he did what he could with that one. It just wasn't enough. There was too much aggression from UNQ.
UNQ, 1 goal still needed from them. Nearly that, but Daswell keeps it on out. He's not going to want to hand over an opportunity. Dinu puts it on out. Zedo. Good movement into corner, moving it into space. Good pass on back for Harry, and Harry all that is able to get the equalising goal.
Oh, that's why he just got caught in the middle of nowhere. It's like, oh, I can't reach this. I'll turn around, and then he's just too slow to get the save. And he's also front post as well. He's just go back post and just wait for the shot to come in. That's the best way.
All up and Daswad. Good movement back to Paradino, follows through, gets another touch. Wanted to put some pressure on Zedo now. Getting beaten by Daswar, he puts up very high. I'm going to be able to get on this now. Ariola might be able to get a last second goal, but no! The time ran out and we're going into overtime. Oh, unqualified had just been able to get through that game through the skin of their teeth. Daswar hammers it on the way. Eri able to get onto the corner. Paradino, nice shot there, but Zedo is able to keep it on out.
I mean, unqualified, they look so good at the start, but suddenly UNQ look they just look the best by a clear mile here, but they're having to struggle through this defense as well, baby.
Yeah, UNQ finally just turned on up. They're able to get it on out. Zedo, nice demo as well, but unfortunately did not have a teammate to knock it on away. Paradino comes on through, hits it into Zedo. Zedo, good pass back. He didn't really intend it, he was just going for the block, but boy howdy did it work there to get onto his teammate. That's what, getting beaten by Eri. All that now, trying to move it on through. Zedo getting up high. Everyone jumping on at it. Paradino is the one to make connection, is now moving it down. That's another pelter of a hit, but unfortunately Zedo was in net to block it. Now all that. Ooh, good block there by Daswa. Paradino just waiting, buying a bit of time. Daswa waiting back in net as well. Could have moved out a lot earlier. There is another boomer of a shot. It's into the post. It's on out, and unfortunately, we're still tied on up. 1 minute 20 into overtime.
Unqualified, they've got to be kicking themselves. They've had so many good chances in this overtime. They just haven't been able to find that goal again. But you just feel they're the ever-building force. They will come at some point, just not yet.
Paradino, nice hits into the middle and trying to get the pass on over to Daswa. Daswa just keeping the pressure going, knocks on out Ariola and gets the back pass to his teammate and Paradino. Paradino getting the demo. Daswa trying to move into the middle for the opportunity, but unfortunately goes under the ball. He had no boost there, Korn.
Oh, it's just can't quite get it in the net. It's so close though.
Paradino's on the ball. He's looking for a pass and connection. Maybe wanted to pinch there with his teammate, but it didn't work out. Paradino locked out there by Harry Horlap. So we're buying a bit of time. Zeto's coming on in. That is dangerous. Unfortunately missing it. That's what. Into the ball. He's going to knock it on past Eri. Follows through. It's the 50-50. Movement out to Paradino. Takes the shot. Unfortunately goes wide of the net. Zeto's going to be able to get onto this. Knocks it to the wall, wanting the second touch, but Daswar beats him to it. Gets the 50-50 over to the corner. Paradino in a bit of dead space here. He needs to move back. Let Daswar come on in. He does exactly that, but Daswar knocks into Eri. Paradino clears on out finally.
Most games that have 3 minutes plus overtime are sort of 2-0, or not 2-0, 2-all or less. This was a 4-all thriller in a 5 minutes, and then they've just gone 3 minutes with no goals at all.
Nice waiting play there from Eri. But Paradino finally gets a hit, trying to break up a bit of time. Daswar with the hit on over. Zeto not being able to find the back of the net there. Daswar has to come on through. Paradino moving out into the middle, trying to be an option. He's just working on that defense now. You can see it, these two teams, they're playing complete opposite styles in the sense of Eri and Zeto are just going on full out attack, and Daswar and Paradino are in defense. They've got to be careful. Every single attack is an opportunity to score, and Eri just goes wide of the net there.
It's just, they can't find that final touch to get the ball in the net. Neither team can at the moment. We're almost about to go into our fifth minute of overtime. Wait, I can't do maths.
Yeah, we're 4 minutes into overtime now. Daswar is getting good hits. Oh boy! From the blocking players, able to beat out Eri all out there. Sorry, Zeto gets it on pass. Eri was downfield, and Daswar runs it on into the net. Unqualified, go on through, knocking out my favourite straw tonight, because it just seems like Zeto and Eri all out just were not showing up tonight.
They showed up in about the last 2 minutes of that second game, but by then it was too late, really. They gave themselves a very slim chance getting that overtime, but it wasn't really enough. And then you got to look at it, that last chance they had in normal time of the second game, the ball was going in the net. Nobody was going to save it, but then it just ran out of time. So they've got to be kicking them.
They have to be kicking themselves indeed, as UNQ are not going through to the semi-finals. It's going to be unqualified who have qualified for it. They're going to be going up against the young PS4 plebs. Who are they? That's an odd name. It is King Tugger and Luca Man. I have no idea who they are, Corn. You know what? I hope we get to see the young PS4 plebs in the final to find out who they are.
Hopefully so. I've heard they play on Xbox. They said it was better.
Okay, that is the worst joke of tonight, buddy.
It wasn't a joke.
Right. Well, we're done with the quarterfinals. We go on to the semi-finals ourselves. We're not seeing the match I just said, though. We're going to the other side of the bracket. We're going to be seeing the number 1 seed, Is That In, go up against either the winner of XXEE or Bronze 5 for Life. We'll have to find out who are in Bronze 5 for Life after the break, as we have to head on into it. The match is not ready yet. They're still playing on and out. So during the break, guys, make sure to hit that follow button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you really like what we put out there. Head on over to Twitter, and as well, join the Discord community. Like we said, these are just community tournaments, so get involved. Sign up for the tournaments. You can find them on over in Discord, where we put all the information. Sign up for Saturday's 3v3 tournament, which has a guaranteed $45 prize pool. Oh, it's going to be spectacular there on Saturday, Corn. But until after the break, we'll see you in a bit.
just yesterday. I found true love, got it this way. It's the love I made. I know I have no regret. I found true love.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the semi-finals of tonight's Rewind Gaming $100 2v2 Showdown. I'm Digital Bacon, and once again joined by Cornish Pirate. How you doing there, Corn? How have you found tonight so far?
Ooh, I mean, I just found a new energy in me for now, because I mean, XXE, we saw them earlier. They were semi-impressive. I'm looking to see a bit more from them in this game, hopefully, against Is That It? Well, when they look at their opponents and go, is that it? That's just insulting, Bacon.
Well, I mean, what's insulting is getting a team name wrong, Con. Is that in? As in, they can't believe that their shots are actually going in because...
Is that it?
Well, is that in? We haven't seen them yet tonight, and they are the #1 seed. That is Ervil and Shots. These two lads are fantastic. They're going up against XXE. We saw them earlier, like Korn said. Ixo and Xander, we're expecting big things from them, aren't we, Korn?
Oh, yes, we do. I remember Ervil from a previous stream where I just kept going on about Ervil T.
Yep.
We should not bring that up again.
You've actually been quite tame with the puns tonight. You've just been making bad jokes.
I can bring them out. It's just the players have names instead of things. I can do stuff with Shots because it's Shot. I can't do much with Xander because it's his name. And also I find it's more insulting to do it to people's names. I don't like insulting people.
Well, anyway, we've got the players on in. They're ready to get onto the field. They've tied up their little Rocket League boots. Guys, if you like what you see here, make sure to hit that follow button. If you think that these players deserve more than $100, which has been put up tonight by one of the Rewind Gaming crew here. It is Manny or Emmanuel Eliprantis. That is his whole name, if anyone is inquiring about that. He has put forward the whole $100 prize pool because he just loves Rewind so much. It's a great community to get into. So if you want to be part of it, make sure to hit up the Discord, !Discord in chat, or you can come follow the Twitter, !Twitter there in chat as well. But without further ado, let's let these Octanes, I'm sure it's all going to be Octanes again, Korn, onto the field because everyone, at the moment, Korn, why is everyone just using the Octanes? Like, we used to see a few Dominuses, some Batmobiles, some Breakouts, but no, it's all just gone Octane as the full meta now, hasn't it?
It has a bit. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, Shots has a very nice purple Octane, Ervil's in a green Octane, Xander is in a pink Octane, and Ixo is in a red Octane. Everybody has Octanes.
Everyone's got their own style, and Ixo coming out with the first shot of the game. Xander following up onto it. Ixo into the corner. Shots getting it up past Ixo. It's going to follow through. Ixo putting a nice bit of pressure on him. Good lineup there for Xander, who's going to go the whole way, wants to get a turtle, and does that indeed.
Oh, I love a good turtle goal. Ervil, he just cheated up to that boost thinking his teammate had it. He just got tag teamed, and they XXE get the goal as the reward.
That was a good play indeed. Really throwing Is That In off. Now kickoff. Should favour Shots here. Gets the long shot off. But Ixo can clear it away. Follows up onto it. Wants to get under his control. But no, Ervil denies the clear from Xander as well. He's looking to get this into his teammates' line of fire. But Shots unfortunately misses. Puts a back pass off and Ixo slows it on down for himself to follow up on. To the opposite side, Xander grabbing boost. He's got Shots onto the ball first. Has to get onto that backboard. Ixo there clears it on out into space though.
It cost Is That In a goal earlier, but you see a lot of their positioning, they're side to side instead of front and back. And being side to side, there's just one line to break through. And once you're through, that's it, you've conceded. So you see now Ervil T, he's taking up a defensive position behind his teammate. That's a lot better defense.
Going to see a little bit of a patient play come out from Shots here. He wants to put it up, but no, went a bit too soon. Ixo being able to react to that correctly. Xander with the long shot, but no, Ervil keeps it on out.
Very, very nice way, Xander. Just not quite enough. Shots, nice bit of wrestling too. He gets bumped by Xander for it. Ixo, he's going to start an attack here, Bacon, though.
Oh, he is indeed, but it broke on down. It's nicely dealt with by the boys in blue. Is That In? They've got it on up in their end, however. And then we'll get past Ixo. Now Shots will look for his teammate to try and get a bump on over to, but no, Xander moves it on out, and Ervil saw that early correctly, just stayed back. Ixo just go off that boost, trying to steal it. As we see Ervil on the ball, gets a nice pop, but Ixo, with all that boost I said earlier, is able to get back in time.
XXE, they picked up a bit of a lucky draw there. Erbil, he was given so much time, so much space. He just lost complete control of the ball there. He's got a great attack chancing here though, Bay.
Yeah, but Ixo will get to it. You see shots, try to redirect off for a block, but couldn't do it. Xander, nice little flick there, but again, Erbil, fantastic jump across goal defense from him. He's really making those saves today.
Yes, he is. Erbil, it's just one of those solid players I like to see week in, week out, just playing the game.
Xander winds on up. He wants to pull in Erbil when it was a wrong choice to do because Erbil could read it. Moves it to the backboard. Xander trying to deal with it, but no. He just hits on straight for shots. Shots wonderfully positioned to get onto it. Moves it into the center for Erbil. Erbil can put it away.
That one was teed up perfectly for Erbil. Look at his shots. He goes up onto the wall. He pats it straight back down, deep into the box. Xander, he was flying up the side, but just too slow for Erbil. And Erbil, he gets his first goal.
1-2 minutes remaining. Ixo just lets the ball go in the middle, and it was a good choice. Completely threw out the defender, and Xander gets the goal.
All that hard work by Erbil is just gone. He just found himself in no man's land as Xander. He tips it over, and Erbil just, all he can do is turn around and go, oh, that's going in. I might as well just go get some boost.
2-1 shots, and Ixo once again facing up against each other. Xander in a horrible place, decides to go for the backflip to get in goal. Comes on out and gets a good block to send it down into his opponent's end. Shots, lovely clear on up to Erbil. Erbil gets a goal off the missed save.
Erbil, he has put on his shooting boots. Look at this, flying in the air, gets a nice little redirect into that top corner. You know, it's so difficult for Ixo. If he had gone across the goal, Ixo would have been able to fly across, make safe. But you know, he goes close to him, forces Ixo to fly straight up, and so just couldn't find that angle.
Ixo deciding to go for boost over ball here, and shots will get control, not for long. Oh, but he actually keeps it through the 50-50s, really tussling now with Ixo and Xander. Erbil comes through, gets a wonderful 50-50 himself to clear off the danger. So we now see Xander back on the ball, gets a dribble, looks to the hit, but no, Erbil once again is a god in defense.
He has been a god in this game, Bacon, just everywhere. Look at 4 saves, 2 goals. He is put on the backpack because he is carrying shots.
Shots now, needs to find a couple of shots on goal. He's only got passes so far. Well, he's got 1 shot as well, but it did result in the pass onto his opponent. Xander getting beaten by Erbil up in the air, but Ixo falls on through underneath. Shots happened to wind on back, not really sure what to do. Went for the block, but he couldn't find it. As Xander now takes XE up a goal.
Shots was just lacking in decisiveness there. He was just waiting too long. Xander says, thank you very much, and gets their 1-goal lead back for the XXEE team.
Yeah, XE 3-2 up a goal here. With 40 seconds remaining, could be the last goal we see. Hopefully not though, as I like to see many goals scored in Rocket League. Xander now charges upfield with the ball. Fortunately, can't get a powerful hit. Erbil's going to now take this up in the sky. He's got shots following through on his right. Ixo gets the 50-50, gets it to the center, and well done by Xander to clear it away. Trying to buy a bit of time so that the defense can form up in the form of Ixo. Gets a block. Shots follows on through. Ixo looking to put it behind him. It was a good position from him to be able to put the ball there. Now he's looking to put it to the middle. Keep the ball away. No more time left. Erbil's got to go for the dribble, does get it round. He's got the shot on ball. It's gone in.
Oh my god, Erbil, he is... What? Erbil, please, you can't do better than that.
Erbil here, the weight of the world on his shoulders, gets himself a hat trick, gets in a goal which will take him into overtime. Ixo with the shot. Can shots do anything? He does. He puts it to the backboard. Xander is there, puts the shot away. The save was not good enough, and XE are going to take game 1.
I'm just so disappointed for Erbil. He played his socks off in that game. He was so good in defense, so good in attack, but he just couldn't get that win.
at the moment we are seeing just Ervil really show his caliber, and shots just seeming a bit lukewarm in this. He's got 2 assists, Corn, but it seems he's a little bit indecisive with his choices.
Yeah, we saw it for one of those goals conceded where he sat underneath it, sort of looking at it going, should I go for this? Should I go for this? I should have gone for this. Oh dear, they've scored.
Yeah, unfortunate. But Ervil, you can't do it on your own. You've got to use your teammate. Just start building shots up. Use this time now as a little bit of a break to get Shots' confidence up, because he is needed here. They're the number 1 team. This is that inside corner. And at the moment, I don't think they can do it. We've seen the caliber, and Xander and Ixo really stepped up this game, haven't they?
They have indeed. And to say, is that in? I don't think, in my mind, they're not the number 1 team. Ervil is just the number 1 player. He's carrying Shots in that last game. Shots, he needs to pull his socks up. He needs to get back into this.
He does indeed as well. Shots, he's got the looking for team badge in him. And at the moment, we haven't seen him really worthy, because this lad will be wanting to gun for one of those RLRS spots. You know, that is really going from the bubble team sort of area onto that pro level. Here he's got to pick it on up if he thinks he's worthy of it. So we see Shots and Xander going to the middle. Having wonderful position to pick up the hit, clear it on away, and buy a bit of time for Shots to go grab boost and then form up behind.
I quite like that defense by Ervil. Ooh, he almost conceded a goal there though. He's so good to watch, Ervil. He just spins around in the air like a ballerina.
Yeah, he is so graceful on that ball, and then his saves can just be so pinpoint. Shots on the ball, however, now is going to dribble it down. Trying to buy in, but he really left it too late to make the hit. Ervil keeping the ball up in the air, keeping this pressure onto his opponents, but Ixo can get on away with it, dribbles it down to the midway line. Xander gets up in the air. Can get a double touch, but no, miss it unfortunately. They will clear it on back. Shots will get a hit onto it, but hands it on over to Ixo. Ixo relieving a bit of pressure, but Ervil can pick up the boost. He's got a dribble going. We've seen how good he is, but no, Xander can just beat him on out with Ixo clearing on the way up to Xander. Xander a little bit low on boost here. He's unable to do much, so has to retreat.
I'm just trying to compare these Shots and Ervil. It's just, for me, Shots, he gets the ball and then tries to work out what he's going to do. So it just causes a bit of almost like lag in his decision making. Whereas Ervil, he already knows what he's going to do before he gets the ball. It makes Ervil look so good at the game compared to Shots and just their decision making.
Shots. Just go on over the Ixo, and then a nice little bump. Ervil couldn't have any direction on the goal there. If he did, it might have just gone the whole way. Lovely block by Shots. This could be his opportunity. He does get the first goal. Shots there, finally coming on through. He's picking up the slack.
Xander, he just completely took his teammate out down there. He just sent Ixo flying, and Shots, he capitalised on it. He takes the ball off their last man. He just punches it into the back of the net. And it makes you feel like I've been too hard on Shots.
Yeah, we have been very hard on Shots, but it's purely out of love. We know how good Shots is, and we expect him to really play at that level. Sometimes you can have off games, off days, Corn, and it hurts us as casters, but Shots has finally arrived. It took him a whole game and about a minute and a half, but this boy is finally here.
Yeah, Shots fired is the best way to put that. In the last game, he was shots fired. He wasn't good enough. In this game, Shots has fired many in the back of the net.
Yep, he's got 2 so far. The oven is now warmed on up. He is ready to cook his dinner. He wants that $100 prize pool. Ball is now in Xander's control. However, he wants to get a couple of goals back. Ervil gets the touch and gets the ball very well under his control. Ixo picking it up on the ground. Gets the bump onto Shots. Ervil jumps but couldn't get the ball. Xander now reduces that gap.
Nice bump by Ixo on Shots. Look at him. He goes flying all the way to the roof. Even if that shot hadn't gone in, they would have had time for probably about another 2 before Shots got back. And Ervil, he did what he could, but he wasn't the one who was meant to be defending there.
Xander, nice beefy hit. That is going right up in the corner. Waterfall on down, but no. Ervil denies it, gets a good hit on out. You could see that Ixo tried to block it, but couldn't. Oh, Xander just on the line, being able to get it on out. All wrapping on around straight to shots. Bumps it into quite a cautious position for Ixo. Can get it away, but Ervil is just being a right nuisance in this midfield.
Oh, Ervil, he's one of my favourite players. He causes so many problems for the other team in their attack, defence, midfield, everywhere.
Ervil off to the wall. Wants to follow us through. He's going wide of the net, and Ixo can pick it on up. Going for a dribble now, and does demo Ervil. Ball is, however, back into the XE side. Shots really putting a lot of pressure on. Couldn't touch the ball, however. It does not matter as Ervil finally gets his name onto the score sheet in this game, taking it to 3-1 in favour of Is That In.
Ixo, he's just completely boost starved. He had nothing to go with, and then he missed that boost at the end as well. It just gave Ervil, trying to get my words together, way too much time to get that shot into the back of their net.
Ball off to the wall. Shots now. Has a chance. He does put the shot on, but Ixo has enough time from that range to deal with it. Gets a good 50-50 as he follows on out. He wants to knock this back. Oh, I thought he was going for a shot there on goal. Xander will keep pressure going. The ball's towards net, and there we go. Ixo getting another goal. Is able to close this back to a 1-goal differential.
Do you know what, Bacon? I'm going to say that one was a bit of Ervil's fault. He got a bit too aggressive in that one, something he probably didn't need to go for, but if he did, he had to get it. He didn't get it, and now they find themselves in a 1-goal game again.
Ervil with a power hit, but Xander can keep it on away shots. It's up into the corner. Xander and Ixo just too close together. You can see Ixo's going a whole length, and rightfully so. Xander has just been received the ball perfectly, shoots it on away, and then gets the equaliser.
Yeah, Ervil taken out of the game with a poor touch. Xander, he doesn't need his teammates, and Shots takes him out. And that just makes him too slow getting back to the net from a power shot from Xander.
Well, we've got another kickoff. 6 goals have been scored in this match so far. I'm expecting at least another 2 here, Korn. And Xander's trying to dribble it up. Shots blocks it on out. Ixo with the 50-50 into the corner. Xander going up. He's going to let it hang for a bit as he wants to drop it on down. Gets it off the backboard. Ixo, seeing that Shots will get there first, is just being super cautious here. Ball moves on down into the XE side. Xander clears it on out to Ixo. He's now got a run, but Ervil will be able to clear off away.
And this game is just going to come down to a moment of excellence or a really poor defensive moment. And I would much rather see that moment of excellence, Bacon.
Oh, Shots gets a demo. Let's Ervil pick it on up as he goes off a boost. Ervil just hands that on over. He does get a demo. Xander could deal with it easily. Nice long shot from Shots, however. Picks up the hat-trick and gets the ball into the bottom left corner.
I would say moment of excellence from Ervil there. Look at it. He just demoed everybody. Just one after the other. And then, well, empty goal for Shots. You can't miss that. Shot is in the name. Shots by nature.
Ixo and Xander now have 8 seconds to equalise this on out if they don't want to lose this game too. They are up a game, however, in this best of 3, so they've got a bit of a safety net. This series is still so 50-50, and Is That In are going to take game 2? Could we see a reverse sweep here, Korn?
I would love to see that. Look at that. Just flying around the air, looking so happy, but they made hard work of that one. If they play the third game like they played the second half of this game, I feel they could do worse.
The difference here, Con, was that Shots suddenly started to get a bit more active. He was getting more aggressive. Ervil then took a bit of a backseat so that his teammate could do work. It's interesting to see, because in that last game, Ervil was everywhere on the pitch. And that just meant that Shots didn't know what to do, because maybe it just didn't go into his play style.
Yeah, I understand. I think Shots playing that more aggressively. Ervil then takes a step back and he can play defensively, and it allows him to set up for his teammate, and they start working together better as a team. And Xander has just left the match, so I hope he rejoins soon.
Yeah, he should join on in. Well, he says he beat it. Oh, wow. But He's joined back. Probably just a change in car. So that could be interesting. Maybe not all Octanes once again. Would be nice to see how that changes up the playstyles. Because here, XD and Is That In are playing a very, very similar game. And it's very 50-50. They just got to find out a little tactic which puts them ahead of the other team.
Just did a quick check, so all players still in their Octanes of the original colours.
So yeah, maybe it just accidentally clicked leave. Yeah, nothing hurt. The time still is very much not ran out. Didn't lose any. Well, Xander's just lost a life. This cat is now down to 8. Xander has to be reset all the way back down to his side of the field. Shots though, not being able to get past Ixo, who buys time so well. And Xander once again is demoed. He's down to those 7 lives. I'd love that as a mutator corner.
What, a cat? 6 lives, you're out.
But yeah, well, it's 9 lives. So if you get demoed 9 times, you're dead. But Herbal, he don't care. He's just going to go for that goal.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I think that's something also we didn't see in that first game as well. Is That In has really picked up the demo games, especially in that last one as well. They picked up a couple of goals just because of demos. That's how powerful it can be.
Shots and Ixo meet in the middle. And Xander's coming out with the ball. Herbal received that so well to get under his control, but Ixo, wonderful little 50-50 block. Wonderful shot, but an even better save by Herbal to put it over to the side and out of harm's way.
John, he scored the best goal of this tournament so far, without doubt. He has also got the best save of this tournament. He's just the best for me.
Shots knocking Xander out of the way. Herbal has the opportunities here to the backboard. Back to the backboard. Once again, Shots coming on through. Knocks it away and Xander just can't get to it. Shots picks up the second goal for Is That In.
Herbal just didn't get high enough in time. But it does not matter. Shots, he follows up perfectly. And that double tap on the backboard took both defenders out by Herbal. And that's just the power that Herbal brings. They're too scared of him not.
Xander comes on through, wants to dribble the ball, maybe knocked it a bit too far, but does get the 50-50. Herbal will take control. Ixo knocking it up, just buying a bit of time for Xander to form up behind him. Gets a lovely pass into the centre, but Xander was not expecting it to not be saved.
Getting towards 1 minute 30 seconds in as well. XXEE, they just really haven't looked like scoring at all. They haven't looked like them old selves. And I think that's just all down to the Is That In rotation. They've just picked up so well in this last 2 games.
Ixo, not really sure what he's wanting to do there, but it's not been scored just yet as Ixo clears it away. Herbal comes on through. Ixo there's just something had a mare.
Look at this Ixo. He goes front post and then tries to go back and he's just all over the place. Herbal, he picks up the second shot. Shots just doing what he does best. Just a nice bit of solid aggression that gives Herbal the time and the chance to pick up the goal.
Herbal knocking it to Ixo. Trying to get it on pass, but no, Shots denies it. Into the middle. Xander getting hit by Shots as well. These 50-50 blocks are just brilliant to see here. The midfield defense is so strong coming out of Is That In. Xander's trying to pick it on up. Gets it past Shots. But Shots isn't contested for that. He's able to boost in and pick it on up. Was expecting Xander to follow on through, but no, just hands it on over. And once again, Ixo is on the attack. It looks like Is That In are just going to play the defensive game here. Keep that midfield defense going so that they don't have any pressure on that back line.
So, Is That In? Oh, this is going straight in. Oh, what a save by Ixo. Oh, second save as well.
Double saves. You were saying Herbal had the best save in the tournament. I think Ixo has just taken that away. When he needed it most, he pulled every trick out of the hat to get those 2 saves. Now, still 3 down. 2 minutes remaining is enough time to get 2 goals, especially when you're down your opponent's end. But no, Shots reads where the ball's going very well to get in the way, keeping it on out. Herbal doing the exact same thing. Pops the ball up in the air. Xander is going to make the ball move on over to his teammate Ixo, who can't actually get the connection onto it.
very much so. Is that in are just living by the philosophy as if the other team can't shoot, they can't score. They've just drowned them out completely. They're not letting them even have a look at the goal.
Ball cleared on towards net. Itzo pops it on up. It's still high. It's still dangerous. Shots and Xander coming out with a 50-50 each. Not really benefiting anyone. Irvin does get a benefit on that second 50-50, however. Xander can deal with it. Nice big clear on output shots. Great pass over to Irvin. Irvin clears it away, but straight into Itzo, who tried to drop onto it, but couldn't. Xander jumps on up. Shots now just waiting for it. Doesn't decide to go on it, however, Korn picks the ball up due to Xander just not getting to the wall. Itzo gets it on past shots.
Yep, I think that chance that shots potentially, I think he was just short of boost. That's the only reason I think why he just didn't go for it. And also, earlier you talked about neither team getting a benefit from something. Well, at this point, everything that isn't a goal for XXE is a benefit for Is That In, because it just absorbs all the time.
Yeah, they've just got to run down that clock. 30 seconds remaining, just come up on screen. This could be a chance for Xander, who hammers it on away. That is 1 goal. 2 goals still needed in 26 seconds. This is a momentous task for them to do.
It's one of those things where you look at it and go, that it is possible, but I mean, Irvin's playing well, so it's not really possible.
Yeah, when Irvin's playing well, it is so hard to beat him. Ball dropping on down for Xander. Ooh, nice little touch there from Xander. Irvin keeps it away above net as well, so it's not a danger. Let's get demoed. You can see Itzo and Xander trying to bring out those bumping plays, those demos. Shots on out to the side. Xander with a whiff, maybe he just leaves it for Itzo. So coming on through is able to force it. Oh, and that is it, Korn. 0 seconds left. That is it. Is That In? Get the reverse sweep and it going on through to the finals.
I think that's just one of the best games I've really seen at Rewind Gaming. In terms of, it wasn't close, it wasn't sort of going down into like a 20-minute overtime or something, but there was just absolutely amazing goals and absolutely amazing saves by both teams. It was such a joy to watch.
Yep, it was a fantastic semi-final. And I'm hoping we're going to get an even better grand final here, Korn, as we are going to be seeing Is That In go up against Unqualified. We've seen Unqualified before. We've just seen Is That In. And, well, this is looking to be fantastic. But, guys, we've got to head on over to a break. If you like what you've seen, make sure to hit that follow button. If you think these players are worth more than the $100 that are currently in the prize pool, hit up Match Arena. You can do it, ! Match Arena in chat. Myself and Korn just have to quickly go grab a glass of water each to go on into this break, and we shall see you in a few moments.
the season. Without love, lonely the heart. Without love, we are miles apart. Without
Welcome back, guys, to the finals of tonight's Rewind Gaming 2v2 Showdown. We have $100 on in the prize pool already. $86 of that will be going to the first place team here, Colin. The following 14. That's not just going to anyone's pocket. No, that carries on over to Saturday, where we have the $45 3v3 tournament that is guaranteed, and it's looking to be a good one as well. But right now we are in the final. Myself, Digital Bacon, and Cornish Pirate are going to be casting for you once again. And Corn, what are the two teams we have in the finals?
Well, much like us, Unqualified has reached the final. And we saw them in that semi-final earlier. Is That In did a very nice reverse sweep in the end as well to get back into the final. And we saw that Ervil, he was playing out of his socks.
Oh, the socks, that's right. That's from my channel, Corn. We mentioned socks on the channel. But no, here we have Is That In, Ervil and Shots going up against Unqualified, to Paradino and Daswell. They have worked their little butts off to get here. Everyone just really putting those octanes to the max. Is That In, the first seed against Unqualified, who were the 10th seed coming on through. So this is quite a bit of an underdog story for them. And Corn, I want to say, I want to vote for the underdogs in this one.
Do you know what? I'm going to go for Is That In beating the underdogs and becoming the top dog.
They're already the top dog, but they'll keep that status, won't they? They'll just be there like, we're not budging anywhere. In this best of 5 as well, guys. We're done with the chump change that is best of 3s. We're on through to best of 5s. And, well, this is shaping up to be a fantastic one as the players are just stepping onto the pitch.
Yes, they are. I mean, Is that in? You say they're the top dogs in that, but I feel like they still have to prove themselves. They have to win this. They have to beat the unqualified qualifieds that qualified as unqualified.
And hope to qualify themselves to get the $100 prize pool, which, like we said before, how it works, guys, is $30 is sort of guaranteed, and then after that it's an 80-20 split with that 20% rolling on over to the next tournament. So it's not going to, you know, poison wasp and bucket man's buckets. No, it goes on back to you guys in the form of these wonderful tournaments. Thursday nights, as always, are the 2v2 showdown, and Saturday nights are the 3v3 weekly. However, come on, we are underway. The time has come. Let's see it. Is that in? Going up against unqualified here. And shots here already putting on a shot. Getting it down to the backboard, but Daswell won't allow that to hang around there for very long as he gets a good block. He's going towards the net. However, shots can keep that out.
Elvis got a great chance here. Go on, shots. You can get the end of it now. He backed off. He didn't have enough speed. That was a great opening chance for Is That In? Straight off of a chance for unqualified that didn't quite come off.
All coming on out. Daswell is being tapped by Erbil, but goes off for the boost. Nice opportunist there. Shots onto it. Moves it downfield. Paradino, nice little block. His shots just get sent flying past. And he's going for this really fast play, but no. Erbil can get on the end of it because that's just where Erbil loves to be.
Yeah, Erbil T, he is one of my favourites.
Oh, Paradino getting beaten by shots there. That's why has to be super careful as he moves this to a corner. Erbil comes on through, does get the hit, but it's just too far. Shots trying to keep that into the middle, but no. It's gone against him as Paradino is on the ball. He needs to get a flick, but no, could not catch up in time. Erbil will go for the shot. That's what gets the hit, but shots follows on through, gets the first goal for the finals, and that is 1-0 to Is That In?
Tell you what, Bacon, we saw it in that previous game. Is That In? It's just so good at getting their second person to the ball first after the original shot. They pick up so many goals that way. It's just impressive to see.
Impressive indeed, and we've got many more opportunities to be impressive. This is only game one. Erbil going for the ball, wants to get past Paradino, but Paradino sets off a great pass. However, Erbil, he can just really clean up any little mistakes or opportunities he loses so well. Shots nearly getting that past Paradino as well. Erbil keeping the pressure going. Paradino's going to go for a dribble now, gets it past shots, but won't be able to clean up. And Erbil really starts setting up something wonderful, yes. And it sets up a goal.
Oh, that is the teamwork that we wanted to see, isn't it, Bacon? Look at this, shot up on the wall. He just does a little short tap down, which makes Daswa out of position. Erbil then just comes in to completely capitalise on it, and he just slams it into the back of the net. No difficulty needed.
That's where in Erbil has got it. He's going off the boost. You can see he's got a bit of time. Paradino comes on through, however, using a lot of boost in the process. That's what lining up for a shot, but no, backs off. Lets shots knock it away off to Paradino, and Erbil can knock that down. Great connection with shots, who puts it on. It's a little high, a little bit wide as well. Shots trying to keep the pressure going, but that's what clears on out. It's going to follow through. Nearly got a fake, but no. Erbil, he is super strong in those mind games.
I love that from shots as well. It's very close there. He just waited for the ball to come back in front of him after a very nice sort of almost curl all the way around the wall. He takes his time. No rush, no waste.
Knocking on down. Erbil puts it into the middle. Daswa and then knock that even further. We're going to see Paradino and Erbil sort of have that mental mind game of a fight. Paradino very clever there to let Erbil knock it on forward. Follows through, but does not get a shot. He makes a wee little whiff and isn't able to get the ball in the back of the net. That's what might be able to here, though. That was fantastic. However, shots reads it early and knocks it on away.
I mean, you mentioned there was a wee little whiff. That wasn't a small whiff. That was a huge whiff. He had a great chance to get a goal there. He just went straight over the ball. That didn't bounce at all off the wall. It's quite hard to read sometimes, but he just straight up missed it.
Shots on the ball. Knocks it towards the centre. Wanted to go to knock Paradino off. Maybe a little bit of a miscalculation in where the ball's going. So he might have thought it's going the whole way to the net. Shots knocking it up high. Paradinu is going to knock that down. Trying to thread it in between players, but no, Herbal will not allow. He gets onto it, trying to get under his control, and does. Looking for a pass out for Shots, who continues the dribble, gets a pop. However, Paradinu can knock it up and into the corner.
I mean, at this point, unqualified, they need to start attacking really, really hard. I mean, they've had 5 shots, almost as many as is that in. It's just they need to start playing at the other end of the pitch. All their goals, all their attempts have been a bit of a runaway. It's not happened for them. They need to start building attacks, not just hoping they can attack.
Paradinu knocks it to Daswa, but Daswa not being able to get onto it. This unqualified side, they're a little bit frazzled. They've got to the finals, but the pressure might just be a little bit too much for them as Shots comes out with it. The third goal for Is That In, Corn?
Oh, yes it is. And look, Herbal, he sets this up with a beautiful pass all the way across the goal. Dashley just overruns it slightly. Don't think he expected Shots to get on it quite so fast. So Shots just said, I'll just shoot it across, making Daswa completely out of position, picking up a third goal. And this has surely got to be an opening win for Is That In?
Daswa moving it to the corner. And yeah, at the moment it's feeling like Is That In have taken this. But like I said earlier, Paradinu and Daswa start figuring out how to beat your opponents. If they can just get one goal, that would be good momentum to follow on through to the second game. But everyone's shots really hammering it on, forcing some pressure. Daswa under it, gets a shot on, but nearly with a block. Paradinu comes on through, gets a goal on the score sheet for unqualified. And this is good, looking through to the second game.
Yeah, and unqualified, they now have to understand what they did for that goal. They have to go, okay, we broke away really quickly, we caught them on the counter. They have to then understand that they need to do that a lot more and a lot better in the next game, because Herbal and Shots, they've been very, very solid defensively this game.
Shots as well, making a miss there doesn't matter, however, Is That In game 1. And quite often you'll see, Corn, that those that win game 1 will win the whole tournament because it takes so much to come on back. They have the upper hand here. Of this best of 5, they are already 1 win in. They've got to still get 2, however. So unqualified aren't out of it yet, but the light at the end of the tunnel is getting slightly dimmer for them.
Yes, and I mean, Is That In? They're challenged to beat their opponents to 3 wins, and they're already a third of the way there with the first win. That is where it starts to become more and more difficult for unqualified. They start having to just challenge their opponents a bit more.
Well, challenges are needed indeed. We're just winding down the clock, letting the 2 teams have a little talk about, use that communication, because they've got to be in voice chat to really find a way past their opponents. Is That In at the end? We're a little bit over aggressive. That's how Paradinu and Das were able to get that goal. So they've just got to do the whole fact of let Herbal be a bit more passive and let Shots go out on that all-out aggression to get the goals. Yeah, just hearing that in chat as well. Yeah, both myself and Corn are a bit under the weather at the moment, so we're trying to bring you the best quality we can here, guys. And we're going to stick it on through. We've made it so far to the finals, and we're going to make it through the whole evening best that we can. And Shots gets it past 1. Is he going to go the whole way? He's knocked it across the goal. Herbal not coming in to cut it out. Still Shots boost as well, but the ball just handed to him up in the air. Gets a great pass off to Shots. He just goes wider than that.
He had all the power on that one. He just didn't quite find the direction he needed, but it's still an opening chance from Is That In. It's just, Dashwa, he's picked that one up.
Oh boy, Daswa being able to get that hit just when he needed it most. Came straight on down to him. Herbal, unfortunately, not being able to reach it, and Daswa can knock that away underneath him.
Herbal has been so solid in defence. I think that's just about his first mistake he's really made, where he's just missed the ball. It's cost his team a goal. That's how important he is to this team.
Herbal's definitely chief defender and chief goal scorer. That was a fantastic opportunist moment to knock it down into the net, redeeming himself, Corn.
Yes, indeed. I mean, Shots, that was a great pass. It had enough speed on it that unqualified just couldn't get anybody off to the ball, and Erbil, he just comes in, slams it straight down into the goal, and then back to a level playing field.
Paradino beats him there by Erbil. However, Daswa is up nice and early to clear it off away. Gonna see Erbil now taking it past. No, Daswa gets the touch. A little bit of a ghost hit on my screen there. Shots, takes it to the wall. It's a nice, powerful hit. Paradino just shadowing, waiting for it. Good pinch by him to send it off away. However, Erbil actually whiffs it once again. What is going with Erbil here? He's just not being able to read the ball properly when it's up in the air now.
He needs to have his morning Erbil tea, and Shots couldn't quite get on the end of that one. He was taken out of the play almost by Dashwa. He had to do a big dodge. And just, yeah, you see it there. Paradino given all the space in the world, just power it straight in. Lovely, lovely goal by unqualified, and great little bit of team play as well.
2-1 now in favour of unqualified. Ooh, I thought Daswa was just going to get a touch to get away, but no, he's been demoed. You can clearly see that he was a threat to this is it that inside. Erbil on the ball, able to beat Paradino. Shots, tries his luck, didn't quite work, and Daswa comes in for the clear, knocks it away. Erbil onto it once again. Daswa, look at that, he's getting right physical. Paradino knocks it out, but no, Erbil using that crossbar to its fullest potential, keeps it out. Paradino back on the attack, putting it into the corner. Gonna see Shots now trying to clear it away, but Daswa is gonna say no. Keeps it on out. Paradino milking it into the middle. Shots tries to get this under his control. It's a risky business play. There, that could have broken through. Paradino needs one good touch. He finds it and takes his team up now, 3-1.
Do you remember in the last game that we saw back in the Ita in, their biggest strength, how they won the games, was just demoing and causing problems in defence for the other team? Well, it's been turned on them at the moment because unqualified, they are just bullying the defence of Isain and making the space to score the goal.
Yep, a good bit of Boolean, and Daswa has got himself another goal. 2 each here for the unqualified side, makes it 4-1.
Well, yes, I'm never a fan of going to get the side moves on the kickoff. Both players go to get the side moves, and it's just a race to the ball then. And it is unqualified who got there first.
Level. Knocks it up into the centre. Paradino responds, puts it back. It's off the backboard. Shots, well done to knock it away, but it's straight to Paradino, who tried to fake one out Erbil. He's able to redeem himself by hitting it away. Daswa knocks it out to the wall. Shots straight to Erbil, and Paradino is strong enough to defend it. And Daswa can make another save. However, he was so low on boost there that it was risky business.
Big one coming in from Erbil potentially. Oh, he just couldn't get that second touch. It's just not happening for Is That in this game, Bacon, is it?
It's not. It just looks like in this game, Paradino and Daswa have sorted themselves out. Double commit there, but Paradino was taking it so far that it was safe, and Daswa was able to get back and turn around in enough time. He's now taking across his goal. Gets a good 50-50. That's it. Paradino coming on forward. These lads, they're just now starting to get overconfident, this unqualified side, and they're double committing a little bit, which scares me, Corn, going into game 3.
Well, Is That in? They really have to start turning out some heat. They're 3 goals down. They've got a 30-second a goal rate just to get to overtime at the moment. And just the unqualified, they have just been the better team by a mile in this game.
Yeah, and you can see it. Look at the score sheet, Corn. Erbil has been the main aggressor. It's a common pattern between these two. When Shots is the main aggressor and Erbil's able to just sit back and clean up whatever mistakes he makes, the Is That inside are stronger for it. So they've just got to fix on that. So we see Erbil there with no boost, just hand it on over to his opponents.
Actually, it's something similar. We play together, isn't it? If I'm the one that's scoring all the goals, we've got problems because I don't score enough.
Yeah,
but
that is it. Down to that accuracy factor. Shots just seems to be putting more shots on, and it's applying a bit more pressure. Whereas when Erbil does it, he's a bit more clinical. However, Shots behind him isn't in a good defensive position to be able to back his teammate up. Paradino getting that ball away. Erbil coming across, slows it on down. He's able to dribble it on past Daswell very well. He's got the goal in front of him, isn't able to get under his control and has no boost. So Paradino can come off with it. He's looking for a pass into centre for his teammate. It's going to drop down and Daswell is just going to buy some time here. You can see it. Unqualified are up 3 goals. They've just got to run down that clock.
Oh, yes, they do. And I think this comes back to my ruling. In my mind, the team that wins the second game is always the team that wins the tournament. Because in a best of 5, it's like you lose the first game, that's okay. If you can then come back and win, it gives you so much momentum. It gives you a goal, and there's another goal with Paradino. Oh, Bacon, talk us through it.
Yeah, that was quite nicely done. Paradino just seeing the bumping plays from Erbil and shots. Gets a nice hit. The accuracy was perfect. Puts it into the top right corner, and Paradino gets himself a hat trick.
Look at Paradino's car as well. It looks so shiny.
It's a pretty car. That's all we can say about it. Like the cosmetics of the car mean nothing in Rocket League, but they make you feel good. And really, you see, everyone has their own tastes, and everyone has their Corn. You have your signature octopus. Corrupted G has the pirate hat. It's just whatever makes you feel comfortable, and that might be the little key.
I just feel like all players should have an octopus on the head. It's got 8 arms. You can't go wrong in defense then.
Yeah, more arms means you should be better at saving, right?
Yeah. And I need all the help I can in defense and attack, and just in general Rocket League.
Well, 5-1 there in favor of Unqualified. It was a dominating performance from them. But as we said earlier, is that in? They just seem to be a bit lackluster. And we can point out that there's a pattern here. But really, it all comes down to Shots' defense. Whenever Erbil goes up, just isn't as strong. He's double committing a little bit. These 2 lads just need to communicate better and find that formation they had before, which was so strong.
Yes, but we're back into this game, Bacon. And is that in? They've got to really come back into this. I mean, you got to say, Shots, he needs to be the aggressor. He needs to be the starter. And Erbil, he wants to be the one who just comes in and cleans up.
Well, Daswar is on the ball. He's got the boost as well. Going for this aerial dribble. Wants to knock it on down. But no, misses the ball. And Erbil clears that off. Paradino well rotated on in to pick it on up. And Erbil now puts it on up. It's just a case of Shots and Erbil here not being able to get it out. Shots finally got it. It was a good attempt, but Paradino is too strong a defender. Daswar gets the block as well. Puts it into middle. Paradino not going to be able to catch on to it. Let's go for the boost. Stealing that away from Shots. Daswar is so far back, but Paradino has to backtrack so much. Daswar is up. Erbil knocking it back to goal. That could be dangerous as it's right in front of the net. Paradino getting blocked out there by Shots. Still dangerous, however, as it is in the back. 25%. Daswar still on the attack, but good block there from Shots to knock it away.
Actually, is that in? They've just had to absorb so much in that previous 30 seconds. I'm surprised they didn't concede a goal. It's very, very difficult with rotations to not concede goals from aggressive attacks like that. But they got a great chance to build something here.
Shots here is going super slow. He had no boost. It wasn't capitalized upon, really. Daswar knocking it down. Erbil coming on in. Maybe a little bit of a double commit there. Don't know why he was getting so super aggressive when the ball was coming to Shots and he could have dribbled it on past. Paradino and Shots not getting really onto the ball, and Erbil comes out with it. Gets demoed. You see Daswar pop it on up, but Shots can knock that away.
I'm just watching Shots here. Just, it's entertaining how he plays. He spins, he turns, he twists, and he tries to get Erbil into the game. And I think that's what is that it needs to do. They need to start playing as a team a lot more.
Erbil, good hit into centre, looking for that double touch, but no, may have been better just leaving that for Shots. Again, communication, use each other like Horn just said. Oh, Daswar needs to get this out. He's got Shots pressuring him there, but knocks it forward to Paradino. Erbil cuts it on in, gets a double touch. That might hurt, because now Daswar has an opportunity for the shot. Does get it, but Shots puts it up into the backboard and on out. Paradino going for a drill, goes to the block, wants to follow on through, but not. as Ervil gets that off and out. That's what great blocking play here. The midfield defense is so strong, but they can't find the net, this unqualified side.
We had a great chance to just get a complete runaway goal. That was a great defense as well by Dashwa. He closed the space instead of the player. It just made it so difficult for Ervil to get around him.
Dinu looking to really pressure onto shots there and goes back for the ball. Trying to get proper control of it as Shots comes out with it. Puts a shot on net, but no, it's just gone wide across. Daswa has got an opportunity now. He's got a dribble, but Shots, his midfield defense has suddenly been really picked on up.
He just seems like a hot and cold player. Either he's going to be the best player on your pitch. Oh, that was so close by Dashwa. He got away with that one a bit.
Dinu on the ball. He's got a dribble. He's looking for the pop. Ervil into the crossbar and on out. Shots will pick this on up. He's on no boost, however, here, Korn. He's got it past one. Is he able to do the two? No, that is cleared on out. Wonderful defense there.
Oh, and it just cost him is that in team a goal. Ervil, he came in so hard for that. Basically, if he didn't hit that in, he was going to concede a goal. Shots, no man's land, no boost, nothing he'd really do. And Ervil, bit of a mistake there, mate.
Too much of a mistake there. As that one goal could be all we see in this game 3. Because these two teams are playing ultra defensive. We were talking earlier about how they had to change something up, and both teams decided to go really defensive. They're making some mistakes as well. Where they are that much more defensive, they're not in that attack to pick up on the mistakes. But we see Paradini knock it into the centre. Ervil picking it up, looking for a pass. He gets it to Shots, but it was blocked on out wonderfully by Daswa.
You talk about sort of the going more defensive. It's like if you think of it as 3v3, basically they've got a player taking the position of the first man and the third man instead of the first and second. First and second is going to get you more goals, but you're going to concede a lot more. First and third, you're going to score less, but you're going to concede less. And both teams have just gone for the 1-3.
Daswa missing his target. Shots able to clear it away, but it's into Paradunu, who wants it in the corner and wants that boost. Daswa clears it on out as well. A lot of back and forth on this pitch, where both teams are just hitting it super far on out. And Ervil hits this super far on wide. This could be a runaway. Daswa is looking to get on the end of it and does. He's going to secure game 3 as unqualified take it.
I just feel like every time Ervil has a chance of scoring, unqualified score. Ervil, he had one very, very slim chance. He had a great chance to score there. Misses it, unqualified just punished him for it.
Unqualified are punishing here. They're on a really good form. They took game 2 and it's looking like they're going to take game 3. Nay, they have taken game 3. It's all but confirmed, purely because the ball is still up in the air. And it's looking like the underdogs might just be able to take it tonight.
Potentially, but I mean, to become the top dog, you have to beat the top dog. And I feel that's just what Unqualified are doing. Next week, they might come back as the top dog if they win this. But they still have to win this one, Bacon.
Yep, is that in? Are not completely out of it. They've got one game. We just played out a best of 3, and technically that best of 3 went in favour to Unqualified, but there is a potential 2 more games coming on up. Is that in? They have what it takes to win it, but from their current playstyle, it is just not working. Paradinu and Daswa are able to just beat them out on every step, and it's purely because they have got that control of that midfield defense. They're just keeping is that in out of their side. You can see that only 2 shots registered from that is that in. However, they had to make 5 saves. On the opposite side, Unqualified did 6 shots and 1 save. All the pressure is coming from Unqualified here.
I mean, even if they let those 2 goals in, I feel like they're still going to win this game because Ervil had no shots at all. They just couldn't get out of their half effectively.
Couldn't get out of their half effectively. I couldn't agree more, Korn. As everyone's shots, it just shows The 10th seed are looking so strong against this first seed, and that is the quality of Rewind gaming tournaments here, where everyone that signs up is of such a high caliber. I was about to say caliber for some reason. Don't know what that is, but I know what Daswa is, and he is a great builder of games. Look at that, moving it downfield straight to Paradini, but Erbil, he is such a wall there in defense.
Yeah, oh, what a pass. Oh, no, it didn't creep in. Oh, how did they not score there, Bacon?
It was super close, and they're lucky. The unqualified defense, and Das was just able to keep it on out. Shots, jumps off the wall. That's handed on over the Paradino, who's in a one-on-one situation, goes to the shot, but Erbil was able to keep it on out.
Erbil has turned up this game, but he's going to need to be scoring a few rather than just making saves. Just, saves are great, but it means you're playing in the wrong half of the pitch.
I've said it before, and I see this pattern continuing on through. It's not Erbil that needs to get the shots off and the goals. It's actually Shots himself. He is really close there. You can see this pressure is coming out from Erbil, and Shots. That was good. The defense has just run left and right here, Con.
I mean, there were two almost very similar shots, both from one side going across the face of the goal to the corner. The first one was saved. The second one just had a bit too much power. I just feel like that is Erbil's best spot. It's getting the second chance after the shot's original shot.
Yeah, 3 more. We now see Erbil keeping the ball. Everyone there. That's well with a whiff. Paradino has to get back in defense as Daswa is making his way back. Does put on some pressure. Paradino now on it. Puts a shot where it's up high. Shots knocking it on down. Well done by Erbil to put it into space. However, Daswa will be first onto it. Knocks it to the corner. That is dangerous here. Erbil knocks it on past Paradino into his opponent's corner. Looks to get past into center for Shots. Does find him. And Shots there. Gets a goal of his own. 2-0 now to unqualified.
We've said it. I think it's about the third time saying it. Is that in? They're just so good at getting to the second ball first. And it's got them 2 goals this game technically, and they're 2-0 up.
2-0 up? Come on, that is nuts here, considering we only got 2 goals in the whole of the last game. They went to the team that have nothing here. You just look at this. Is that in? Where they're going that bit extra aggressive, it's working. Paradino now, however, has got a long shot, but Shots backing up Erbil with a nice save there, and Erbil is back in time. The rotations from Is That In is suddenly starting to form on up.
It's just like they're such a hot and cold team. They're either going to win or they're going to lose, and it's just every game is like that technically, but it feels like Is That In decide who's going to win, who's going to lose. It's not the other team that's decided.
Okay, you confused me a little bit, but we'll get on with the game. Erbil follows through with the ball, hoping to drop onto it, but Paradino won't allow passes off. Well done by Daswa to move that ball away. Shots not getting a goal. Daswa coming on in again. Good position of that ball to put it to the side. By a bit of time, however, Paradino is so far deep into his own goal. Maybe if he was out a bit further, could have got a bit more aggressive. Find a nice build-up. At the moment, Daswa and Paradino are struggling to get out of their own half and get down to opponent's end effectively.
They are. They've had the shots. I mean, look at this. Shots is 5 goals. That's more than the entire unqualified team combined at this point.
5 goals? 5 shots? The many shots from the man known as Shots, yeah.
I was close.
And it's that's what disrupts it. It just knocks it forward. Does get over the Paradino, who's waiting for this to drop. Wants to pass out to the middle. Does. But that's why he backs on off. If you're backing off, you're not getting a chance at that shot. Not getting a chance at scoring a goal. And this unqualified side, they're scared at the moment.
Oh.
Right.
Look at this here. Shots. He comes in from the pass from Erbil. Great pass as well. And Paradino, he just didn't get the height on the clear. He found himself in a very, very awkward place. And he just puts him back in his own net.
3-0 to Is That In. Don't get me wrong. Is That In is still a whole game down in this best of 5. So they still have to work their little butts off even more. That's why misses the ball. They're just not as clean this game, are they, this unqualified side, Corn?
I'm still waiting for the game where both teams play well at the same time, because that could be really, really entertaining. But so far, it's just one team turns up or the other team turns up. And it looks like it's going to take us to a winner takes all as well.
Oh, nicely done there by Erbil to get the block. The shot's now with a bit of a runaway. He's got Erbil really far on his right, but doesn't decide to use him. Unfortunately, isn't able to connect with the goal as it hits the post. That's what clears on out. Paradino will be first onto this. Knocks it up high, but that is very far away from Daswa, who can't get to it.
Entering that last 30 seconds, well, it's over this game for Unqualified. They just need to reform, regroup, and start wondering what went wrong in this game.
What went wrong? Like I said, it is just them really scared and way too back on the defense. Unqualified need to start working on attack, because at the moment they're pushed so far back into their own corner that as soon as they make a save like that, the second player is going to come on through and just hit it away. Erbil does exactly that, and they're just making mincemeat out of this unqualified side in this game.
So it goes back to what I'm saying about that same team. Shots, he's had 8 shots on goal. That means he's been putting all the pressure down. Erbil, he's got 6 saves. That means he's been the defensive player, but he's still been picking up those goals because of shots aggression. It creates the space behind the goal, well actually in front of the goal, for Erbil to come in and just pick up those nice simple goals. And just simple goal creation.
Well, we are coming down now, ladies and gentlemen, to the 5th game of this best of 5. It is a winner takes all. You couldn't explain a showdown better if you tried here. The prize pool is at $100. A very generous donator in Manny himself, one of the developers here for Rewind. And now is that in the 1st seed going up against Unqualified, the 10th seed in this game 5, and it's all going to come down to who shows up. I'm hoping both teams do it and we get a real head-to-head here, Corn.
Well, so far, it's 2-2, and in those 2 games, the winner of the game is the team that showed up and just dominated the game. This time, this game, it was Erbil and Shots that dominated, and just Shots, 8 shots. That is huge, especially when the other team only has 7, and they didn't even... Did they score a goal? I think they did.
No, they didn't. Unqualified, they really took a hammering. They've got to prove themselves in this game, because you can't be that flustered. They've got to come out all guns blazing. I hope they're not overly aggressive, even though that is quite fun to watch as a viewer. But they've got to find this mid-ground, because at the moment they're just doing nothing in a form of attack.
Joe, I'm going to say the team that scores the first goal in this game is going to win the tournament. It's just going to be such a huge goal, and it's going to be a bit demoralizing for your opponents as well.
Shots on the ball. Paradino beats him, puts the ball down towards the opponent's net, but Erbil, once again, a great defender, gets in the way. That's a lovely hit from Daswa. Daswa got the first goal. As Korn said, he thinks Unqualified are going to take it, and I would love to see the underdogs do it.
So Unqualified have won. Thank you all for watching. But I still feel like we've got another 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, making plenty of time for anything to happen. But my money is definitely on Unqualified.
Unqualified get the first goal, get Korn's favour, but don't take Is That In out of it just yet. They've won 2 games in a row. Sorry, no, it's just the one game? Yeah, just the last game. And at the moment, they're taking a hammering. It's Unqualified again, all the opportunities. Is That In just aren't here.
I mean, yeah, it's just a whiff, a miss. Paradino, he picks it up, he makes it easy. It's made easy for him. He just slots it into the back of the net, and he just takes all the prizes.
Yeah, Shots there had rotated to go into attack when he should have been back on defence. He near enough left that open net lovingly for his opponents. Paradino knocks out there, quite nice to put it onto Daswell. They throw on out Shots. Shots given enough time to get back into defence, however. And Erbil actually gets a nice midfield defense. Shots putting it up high. Erbil coming on through. Can he put this away? It's an easy save there for Paradino, who clears it off to his opponent's side.
I think the biggest problem for Is That In is when they go a goal down, they suddenly play so much more aggressive. which just creates so many spaces at the back. It makes them about as good at keeping water in as Colin.
Oh, that was close there by Ervil, but Paradino keeps it on out. Ervil now really going aggressive. Like Korn said, he's wanting to do it all on his own, but Shots is there to put it away. That's one goal grabbed on back there by Is That In?
But getting back in this, they still need another goal to get it even. And I think Unqualified, if they score the next goal, it's just going to be super easy for them, because Is That In will just change their play style back to the super aggressive, and they'll just make mistakes.
Paradino off to the wall into the centre and does actually get a nice clear away from Ervil. He's looking for a demo. Daswa is just having to hide from him, trying to get away. Paradino is back on the fence here. Daswa rotating on in. That was poor. Paradino had that all along. Daswa is really panicking here.
Is That In just need to stop rushing around. They need to stop building attacks. It's almost like they get the ball. It's like, okay, we have to score now. They've still got plenty of time.
Oh, a little bit of a bumping play there between teammates of Paradino and Daswa, who formed up way too close. Paradino's just sitting around net. It's a bit too early to completely park the bus here, especially when it's only one goal separating the two sides. Ervil picking the ball up, taking it across to his teammate. I like this. Using each other. Shots gets it past one. Daswa had an easy defensive maneuver there. Follows on through. Wants to hit this towards the goal. Oh, he's got lucky as that went straight into Shots and into the back of the net.
It's almost like as soon as Is That In goes a couple goals down, Ervil's decision making just goes to pot. I mean, at any other point in any other game, he would have just rotated back and picked that ball up. But because he's a goal down, he tries to get there early, tries to fly, and he misses it. And it makes it so easy for Unqualified to get that attack. So it's 2 against 1, and Shotsy is a bit unfortunate, but there's always going to be another player coming in to shoot for that one. So it was a goal either way, but Shotsy gets it again.
Okay, Shots, you've redeemed yourself on that mistake, buddy, but you still have one mistake to redeem yourself for, and it was when you just weren't anywhere near net. Can Shots and Ervil link up together once again, just like that, to get an equaliser? It's what we want to see, and with 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining, it's very doable, isn't it, Con?
Ooh, it's doable, but will it actually happen is a better question. I still don't believe it will.
And here we just seen Prime Height from London Esports there in chat saying that Unqualified have a weird playstyle. We've seen them throw about 3 different playstyles here. Super aggressive, this sort of mixed style, and then the ultra defensive. How they can pull out the different ones, it's just weird. They just don't feel entirely confident in what they want to do, and it's throwing them off at times. But Is That In? Shots and Ervil, they have the power in them to beat this side. They've just got to use each other. That's a good opportunity as the ball would drop, but Shots isn't able to actually hit the ball. He's not able to even make a shot. That has been an opportunity lost.
I mean, you're talking about Unqualified changing playstyles. It might cause them problems, but it also causes their opponents problems. They just don't know what to do against you if you keep changing it up. Big goal save there for Shots. He's keeping his team in this one.
That's what didn't connect with ball, but Paradino does. Gets a nice pass on off, but he's gone all the way back. He needed to pick up those small boost pads for his teammate to be an option there. That's what just had to linger the ball up in the air. Couldn't do much with it. Ervil really aggressive onto that, just jumping at it, nowhere near the ball. Paradino gets it on out. Look, Ervil is just jumping up in the air. He's being of no use whatsoever there.
To me, Ervil is a great player, but not when he's super aggressive. When he's super aggressive, he makes so many mistakes that are just completely unforced and unnecessary.
Yeah, Ervil, he needs to just get out the foot rub and get rid of those itchy feet, because it hurts him so much. He's a lot better when he's more calculated and clinical, instead of just trying to jump on every single ball he's got. You can use a bit of time. And oh no, I thought that was going to do it, but the time had just run out. unqualified, the underdogs are going to be able to take it tonight in what was just really through the skin of their teeth.
Oh, I was so close. I think, is that the second time Shots and Irville have been basically denied a goal by the clock in this tournament, Bacon?
It was indeed.
They need to act about 3 seconds earlier, and they would have made it so much easier for themselves.
That's the horrible part. We're saying there they need to be a bit slower and that they need to be a bit more calculated. And then right at the end, they were cut out by time. If they even there weren't 3 seconds, it was 1 second corner that just denied them that. But GG's all around unqualified are going to be taken home. Just checking the current price pool. Yes, between them, they'll be taking home the $85. Quick maths, Corn tells me that is $43 each, which is quite a lovely little bit of reward money, ain't it?
Well, if the $85 is split between the two of them, I do believe it would be $42.50.
It's 86. Sorry.
Is it 86? Okay, that makes more sense. 86.
I've done the numbers for 86, but said 85. It's late. Okay, Corn. I'm not feeling well, so let's wrap this on up. Guys, if you liked what you saw tonight, if you liked the tournament, just drop the follow on so you'll get notified when we next go live. Not only that, but you can sign up for these. These are absolutely free to sign up. Not only the Thursday night one, which is entirely funded by you guys there at home, but the Saturday night one, which gets Matcherino freebie $1 codes as well. That is $45 up for grabs. Guaranteed. It's a free one as well, so it's a little bit different. If you prefer 3v3s, definitely give that a try. Make sure you hit up the Discord. You can see it on in chat now. Make sure you drop a follow on Twitter. But from myself, Digital Bacon, you can find me at Twitter at DigitalBacon1, and here on Twitch, I'm a streamer as well. I'm hosting a little 1v1 tournament on my own channel as well. I'm at Digital Bacon Gaming. You can find Corn. Really, it's in my Discord and in my own channel on that, Corn, as well. But you do have a Twitter, which is Hutch Pirate, isn't it?
That is correct. Hutch_Pirate.
There we go. But from us and the Rewind Gaming crew, big shout outs as well to Bucket Man behind the camera, beaming the stream onto your little eyeballs there at home, to your peepers. We thank you guys for watching, being an awesome audience, and we shall see you on Saturday. Toodaloo.